Ladies and gentlemen, China once upon a time had their own police department in Manhattan, and it was in this glass building right here. Okay. This is where China had their own separate police department. Well, that's been dismantled now because of all the friction going on between the US and China. And personally, I don't think this should have ever been allowed. Whenever you come to another country, you got to abide by the laws of those lands wherever you are. You don't get to bring your own police department and you're doing something totally separate from the rest of the population there. But they've allowed this here in America. They allowed the Chinese to have their own separate police department. And they've done this in Africa as well. Look, you're living in their land. That means you abide by their laws and their rules and whatever policies they have. So now that the US is all butt sore with China, China's police station in Manhattan has closed its doors, State Department says. So they have been dismantled. They have completely been dismantled in Manhattan. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Can you imagine if it was an African nation and they wanted to set up their own police department? Oh, it would be a problem then. So the FBI won't say much about this matter, but the Chinese government police post, this was a police outpost in New York City, has closed. This is according to the State Department, told the National Review today. It is not clear exactly when or under what circumstances the station had shut down, and the FBI wouldn't comment further on the matter. Through the state attributed the confirmation to the Bureau. The FBI has confirmed that the overseas police station in New York uh-uh-uh says that it is officially closed. The existence of the outpost was first brought to the public's attention last year by the nonprofit group Safeguard Defenders. The alleged police station was operated by the Public Security Bureau. And actually, believe it or not, that police station was controlled by China, not the US, China. And it is one over 100 stations that have opened across the world, largely in other democracies. Well, if you would have just said no to the Chinese, if you live here, you got to go by the laws of our land. But apparently, all of these countries allowed it, including the US. Mm-mm-mm. While the Chinese government has claimed that these outposts merely support overseas Chinese nationals, applicants for driver's license, and perform other administrative functions. Safeguard Defender has linked some of them to the Chinese government, international stalking, and harassment plots. So they were saying these places were doing more than just policing. So it looked like they were doing some illegal activity too, things they should not have been doing in somebody else's land. Public scrutiny of the station brought with its attention from the federal law enforcement and Congress in recent months thought the station's status had been unclear. You don't know what activities those people been doing from that police station. Trust me, they were doing a hell of a lot more than just some policing. During a November hearing before the Senate, Homeland Security FBI Director Christopher Wray described the Chinese government decision to open such an outpost as outrageous. He also alluded that the investigation into the matter and to the fact that there may be a State Department dimension to this that we're looking into. Then earlier this month, the New York Times reported that the FBI counterintelligence officers had raided the facility in Manhattan as part of a criminal investigation run by federal prosecutors in Brooklyn, seizing documents from the facility. So they were doing illegal activity from that police outpost that they set up. So, all right. So they're saying when they visited the location where the station was reportedly located in a building owned by America Cheng La Association Cultural Group on January 19th, there were four people in the office suite. One man claimed not to know anything about the FBI raid and the police station, while another man said he does not speak English. Okay, so this is interesting. I know when I was growing up in the city of Philadelphia, they had their own police station there. And I remember we would go past it, especially if you were going downtown into the city, and you would see the Chinese police station there. So, hey, who knows they how long they've had these facilities all over the United States. So, the State Department spokesperson would not answer further questions about the timing of the station's closure, but also told the National Review that we take this issue very seriously and that the department is working with U.S. allies and partners to combat Beijing's transitional regression. So, So, other agencies involved in the matter are keeping silent, at least for now. For its part, FBI only referenced the National Review to raise Senate testimony, while a Department of Justice spokesperson did not respond to a request for comment. So, what they found had to be serious, y'all, in order for them to close down this Chinese police station in Manhattan. But it just goes to show you how strained the relationship is between the US and China now, you know? So I'm sure there's going to be more coming in the next few weeks. I got a story that I might do. Um, China is saying those balloons, the one that got shot down 2 weeks ago, they were saying they've been sending those balloons up into Americans' airspace, the airspace over America for a solid year undetected. I mean, eh, this whole thing is crazy. It really is. I might do that story. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.